Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm KelsTells, and today we are going to be talking about another intake topic, which is social media presence. With everything going on right now, social media has pretty much been at the forefront of all concerns with anyone who is interested in joining an organization. How do they approach an organization? What can they do to reach an organization? Things like that. But something that I want you guys to take into consideration that I don't think has been at the forefront of anyone's mind is your actual social media presence. So if you want to learn more about this topic, then keep watching this video. Today we're going to address the following topics, but not limiting these topics: your profile, your post, your organization's affiliated, and your email address. And anything else that comes to my mind I will talk about as well. But let's talk about your profile as the first thing. So with your profile, a lot of things that I've noticed as someone who is actively paying attention to people's profiles, especially the ones who are speaking to me and talking about how they're expressing interest in organizations, is your actual profile photo. When you're dealing with organizations showing interest, the whole courtship of it, with any organization, you want to make sure that your social media presence is a presentable presence. So your profile picture is going to be the first thing that everyone sees, as well as your actual profile, your about statements, all those things. But your picture is the first thing that a lot of organizations will see, especially if they're trying to see who's talking to them, what they're all about, things of that nature. Your profile picture, you want to make sure is appropriate. So you always want to make sure that if it is a headshot, then it is a clear photo, that you're not doing anything inappropriate. If it's a body shot, you want to make sure that you are properly clothed, at least for the time being when you're showing interest in an organization, because these are the things that we'll look at. We'll look at your character, we'll judge you off of face value as being the first things that we use to, or as the first things that we do to judge you, is we're judging what we see. We haven't even properly met you yet, but based off of the photo, we're going to judge off of what we see. With that said, you want to make sure that you have appropriate pictures in your profile that would make us not question you right away. So make sure that you are just dressed properly, you look properly, and there's no issue. One question that I've always been asked every once in a while, but it always comes up, is tattoos. It doesn't matter if I have tattoos. And the answer to that is no, it doesn't matter if you have tattoos. In your profile picture, if you have, I can't really show you because you can't see my tattoo, but in your profile picture, if your tattoo shows and it's like right here or on your neck, you can't really do anything about that. If it's on your chest, you want to make sure that that's covered, because in a sense it is like you applying for a job. Some jobs will look at your profile on Facebook and Instagram to see if you are an appropriate person for the job, or to see if you do inappropriate things when you're not at work. So they will pay attention to things like that. No, it doesn't matter if you have a tattoo, but know when's the proper time to cover it up. For example, I have tattoos here on my back. I got a new one on my thigh, on my wrist. This one on my wrist, you can't really see unless I adjust my watch. So if I were to go to an event, I would make sure that this is covered, just to be appropriate and professional, just like you would any other job. So with tattoos, that's my recommendation for that. With your profile itself, your about page, your things about me, make sure that it is properly written. Make sure that there are no spelling errors in your profile. Make sure that you're speaking in the appropriate English language when you post on your profile, just so that there are no discrepancies or no judgments with that. And as a disclaimer, I do want to say that we do not discriminate. No organization truly discriminates. However, in the interest process, we are weeding out the ones that we don't think would be a good fit, and we will pay attention to your personality, whether or not that personality online is the same personality as the person that we meet in person. So make sure that you are putting your best foot forward on social media in that sense. Make sure that it's all streamlined and it's all appropriate. With your post, make sure that you are posting things that are appropriate during your time when you're showing interest, as well as the time after you join an organization. Make sure that you are speaking properly. Make sure that you are not posting about things that could be considered controversial. I know right now, in the time that we're living in, everyone has an opinion about everything, but make sure that you're not doing anything to make yourself look bad, like you're not posting or reposting posts about I don't know, like extremely graphic information or extremely graphic posts that other people have posted. Make sure that you're just being appropriate in your posts, because we don't want to see anything bad on your profile. I'm trying not to provide typical topics because I don't want that to be the focus of this video, but I'm just trying to give you guys an idea of things that you should and shouldn't be posting, like people fighting, like fighting in a neighborhood fights, those type of videos, the ones that go viral from two people in the neighborhood fighting each other with no clothes on, like stuff like that. Make sure that you're not supporting that inappropriate thing on your channel. If it's something more political, I understand that everyone has their own opinion about something. I can't tell you guys what you can and can't post on your social media in regards to that. That's not my place. But if you're showing interest in an organization, make sure that you're not showing inappropriate things on your channel or inappropriate things on your profile that would deem you not a good fit for the organization for whatever reason. Just bear that in mind. I'm not trying to tell you guys what you can and can't post. I'm just saying be mindful of the things that you post so that it is a good reflection of you as a person. Next, with organizations affiliate, I put that in as a example of things to look out for, because you don't want to be seen as someone who is what's the word? You don't want to be seen as someone who is just a bad vibe, like a bad fit. And I mean things like gang related things as like the extreme. Like, don't post that you're a part of such and such gang or things like that. Make sure that you're always posting appropriate things, in that when we view your profile that it's all appropriate. If you have good things to post about your organizations that you're a part of, that would be good. Any community service things that you've done, post things like that, positive things that will make us want to see what else you're about. If you're a part of Habitat for Humanity or animal rights, if you're posting things about that, those type of organizations that you're affiliated with, any fundraisers that you're doing on behalf of organizations, post those things on your social media so that we'll know what community service things that you're involved in, things like that. Keep it positive, keep it light, keep it very lighthearted, and keep it genuine above all things. Make sure that you are genuine in everything that you post. Make sure that it's appropriate. When you post photos of yourself, I know Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all those things, freedom of speech, I'm 100% for it. I've done journalism. I respect that. But when you're interested in joining certain organizations, you want to make sure that you're posting the appropriate content so that you're viewed in the best light. So if you're an undergrad interested in joining an organization, sorry, I think I have a hair on my face. When you're an undergrad wanting to join an organization, taking photos with you in lingerie might not be appropriate for anything to post on Instagram at that time. You might want to save those photos for later, but posting photos of yourself half naked or posting photos of yourself throwing your middle finger up, those aren't appropriate. That's not deemed ladylike by the organization. Make sure that you're being on your best behavior at all times, because they'll look for things like that. They want to make sure that they have good fits for the organization. With your email address, the last thing that I'm going to touch on, make sure that you have a professional email address, professional contact information posted or available should you want to contact organizations, or if the organization wants to contact you. Pretty Kitty 911 is not a professional email in my opinion. You could have your name, you can shorten your name, you can use your student email if you want, because it is for undergrad, that is typical. If you're in grad chapter, make sure that it's a professional profile that you would use, or professional email that you would use for a job interview. Make sure that it's just professional. You don't want it to be something of the Pretty Kitty nature, just to make sure that it's appropriate. But those are pretty much my examples to provide for you for anyone who is interested in joining an organization and don't know how to maintain a proper social media presence. This is my advice. Like I said, my advice is not gold, but these are some of the things that I know from my experience as a membership chair, what I would look for as someone interested in joining my organization. So it has helped some people. Some people would have their opinions on it, but if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you have anything to comment on, anything that you'd like to add, put it in the comment box below. I will link my intake prep course that is ongoing on this channel. I will link it in the description box for you guys. It is ongoing for anyone who's asking. It's gonna go for a minute. So the dates are going to change for the Zoom sessions every month because it's a monthly meeting once a month. So if you miss that month, there will be one the following month. Just message me so that you don't miss out. But I hope that you guys found this video helpful. Give me a thumbs up and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.